Warning: much of what you're about to see is some of the most disturbing Halo Clan War photography in all of Halo Clan War history. For your very own safety, viewer discretion is advised, especially if you're a squeaker.
February 28th, 2012. Shortly after Blades of the Right was caught starting a small rebellion, mostly consisted of Army Rangers and Marines, that was not expected to soon become a terrorist clan that could do harm to the USM and its people. Shortly after they were infiltrated, we discovered a name and a few resources showing possible future acts of terror upon the USM which were being plotted at the time. These suspicions were previously backed up by past events and voice recordings, which were supplied by the most trusted infiltrators. Shortly after we interrogated countless treasonists and plagiarists, we had set several who had been previously blacklisted moved over to the bounty list. We have sent infiltrators and assassins to get the expected terrorists before they could commit their crimes of terror upon the USM. These operations, ever since, are no longer on the black files. They are now out for the public to learn about their history. Blades and several others have been assassinated, now out of the way. During our warfront upon the NR on February 29, 2012, we had noticed Smiley 72, leader of Noble Resistance, had already had an efficient amount of troops to withstand a battle or operation. This had also been affirmative to the Council previously by the USM infiltration specialist, whose identities are currently kept secret for their very own safety. Apart from that, in our front, we had met face to face with Smiley 72's new battalion for the first time. It had been 23 hours into the war at the time when they saw our judgment rain upon them from the heavens. We had gotten countless assassinations on NR personnel and on former USM precursor 322, for we took this such betrayal to the heart, and as you may see in this picture, we gave them a knife into their hearts. Saturday, March the 3rd, 2012. 7 hours, 47 minutes, and 23 seconds into the day. The Battle of Farinata-Gumji, USM Marines aerial units in disaster. Shortly after they took down a good number of NR ground forces, right before their bird took a wrecking M19 102mm surface-to-surface missile to its left wing. Well, what you basically see here is a USM Marine assassinating a NR Army Ranger. Only USM scientists were able to withhold and obtain Indian Forerunner camouflages and invisibility cloaks. These devices in foreign languages are called bafflers and dazzlers. Another one of our enemies' lives taken. This one was ugly. A Warthog speed chase was going on to the north side of Farinata-Gumji. Our friendly hog had been on fire for 30 seconds, but our vehicular units weren't able to make it out alive. By the time they had reached close enough to the NR vehicular units, they had already blown up. It was a long day for them, our fallen brothers, and our betrayed fallen brothers. Some of them knew they were going to die there. They didn't expect to see another day. Fight once more for the clan they had fought and died for that day. Their souls will be safely confined in the beautiful infinite mantle that they fought for. May us never forget the brothers in arms we knew and the ex-brothers we killed. Let us remember the names we gave them and forget the pain we have and they have all felt. USM. The following screenshot is and our leader, Smiley 72, assassinated by USM personnel identified to have had been assassinated by USM Marines. This had surely been reported affirmative to the public that he had been killed in battle 23 and 36 hours into the war front on Saturday, March the 3rd, 2012. The people of Mantle had been relieved that the enemy has been silenced, thanks to our very own USM Marine Corps. Sadly, at that time, even though we had assassinated him, the war hadn't been over. Saturday, March the 3rd, 2012, another screenshot showing affirmative evidence that the power-hungry Smiley 72 had been dropped to the earth. As we watch our past brothers fight against us on the territory, we sadly had to watch them fail, simultaneously at our feet, for they had tried to strike shortly after we declared war. By 23 hours, as bright as the sun gleamed overhead, we had fought off waves after waves of the enemy. By 15 minutes later, we had let no blasphemous breath leave Smiley's lungs evermore. Fire was in the distance, and our bodies had laid soulless for minutes, and their bodies laid next to ours, resembling our pasts. There was difference in color and in logo, and in the pride for everyone fought for their very own affairs and beliefs. Yet out of 163 deaths, they had suffered a mere 500 deaths. There was gore in every corner. Chaos was let loose, coughing out the smoke, inhaling, and as we bravely looked to the sun, we saw the sun was fit to our advantage. We had won. The sun was on our side. From our losses, we had identified a pride, a gain, and from our ashes and corpses, a victory the USM had claimed.